If Denny Hamlin has his druthers, the speeds will increase at Daytona, Talladega, Atlanta, anywhere where they do drafting tracks, but especially Daytona and Talladega due to the type of racing that they have to do and they were doing for a good amount of this past weekend's Daytona 500. He is quoted as saying in multiple places, "There's a way, but we're going to have to increase the speeds by a lot," end quote. You're going to make it where handling matters. That's going to spread the field. That's going to make it to where it'll look a little more like racing from the past. He is referencing when he started racing in the mid 2000s as a rookie in 2006, you had to have a good handling race car at Daytona, even at Talladega before the repave, or that was the first year of a repave actually in 2006, but you needed to have a good handling race car to be able to win the Daytona 500. There was plenty of bumps, the weather, of course, different climates. It's gotten more extreme even on all these years later. They didn't repave the track until 2010 or 11 after multiple incidents. There was issues with the track coming up in 2010 that affected a 2010 Daytona 500 where Jamie McMurray won. You also had the Juan Pablo Montoya suspension or rear end failure that caused his car to hit a jet dryer. That also affected turns 3 and 4. Handling was a key. It was a key this weekend, to be fair. If you put too much wheel into the car coming off of turns 3 and 4 or truck, you were liable to spin out and hit the wall. It happened during the 500 as well, but a lot of the race was spent running at 50-60% throttle, managing fuel so that they would have less time on pit road. It seems a lot like what road racing would be in NASCAR, where they're trying to manage fuel. They're trying to go and make pit stops at a certain time, running the race backwards. We've had the likes of Kenny Wallace say have a competition, non-competitive pit stop with 25 laps to go and at these races, and then fuel them up and say go. But I think there's a downforce aspect, removing downforce off of the cars because there's so much drag on the next gen vehicle between the diffuser, the splitter, and the rear spoiler. There's probably an addition of horsepower opening up the tapered spacer where they would have to do that to add additional horsepower because they only run about 180. I say only 180 something miles an hour in qualifying. Back in the day, of course, in the heyday of NASCAR, it was in the 190s. Even 200 miles an hour. But then the next issue would then be about cars taking off. And I guess that's where the balance will have to be to see if they move the Clash back to Daytona. That might be a sign. All those might be different signs as to what might be coming in regards to super speedway pack racing in future years.